Hey everyone, I thought I'd make a guide to the fight kiln, and rather than doing it for specific gear and inventory setups, I thought I'd just talk about general tips and things like safe spotting certain bosses and when to use crystals, because that will help a lot more people. For those of you who have seen some of my other guides, this one's the same in that it has all of the links in the description to specific spots in the video, so if you're only interested in one part of it, feel free to look in the description and skip to where you'd like. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is gear. I do have a picture of my setup in the description, as well as a bunch of other setups from people who have actually already beaten the fight kiln, so those setups should work. There are plenty of setups without divines or next armor, and although those definitely do make it a lot easier, they certainly aren't necessary. While it is possible to do with low requirements, I'm going to give the basic ones that I recommend here, and that is 96 summoning for a yak, 96 herblore for overloads, and 95 prayer for turmoil plus soul split. It's certainly possible to do without them, especially if you have two of them but don't have one. So if you have a yak and you have overloads but you don't have turmoil, that's fine. You can still probably do it. I do recommend having overloads, though. Overloads will make it much easier to use brews to heal. So if you have a choice between getting those three, I would definitely go for overloads. Since I'm not doing a wave by wave guide, I'm just focusing on specific waves, I thought I'd give some general tips to do any wave. So the main tips are using the combat triangle, trapping and luring, and using crystals. The combat triangle is very necessary in fight kiln. I almost always melee the rangers, mage the meleeers, and range the mages. You can also use dread nips on everything, which I highly recommend because they hit their full damage. Especially using them on the level 400 mages, that helps quite a lot. The next thing to talk about is crystals. There are a few crystals which are really amazing and can completely save you pretty much anywhere. The invulnerability ones obviously make you invulnerable. One thing to be careful of is that they don't stop damage that has already been cast. So if you see Jad about to shoot off his mage spell and you click on the crystal, if you click on the crystal before the mage attack happens, then it'll protect you, but if you don't, then you'll still get hit. So just be careful of that. But it is very useful for things like trapping multiple Jads or just staying alive. The Constitution one is also incredibly useful. It boosts your maximum Constitution level from 99 to 148, which means that if you have next armors and you brew up, you can brew to, I think, 2,149 life points. So you're pretty much invincible if you stay brewed up. If you wear normal gear, you can still get really high life points, and it does make brews heal more. So if you're getting low on food and you don't have a crystal active, make sure you use one of those to maximize your brews. The other useful crystals are the combat ones. They boost your level in the skill that they say, so it's strength, range, or magic, and they boost that level to 148 from 99, and they drain all your other stats from 99 to level 48, I believe, or maybe 50. Either way, it makes your defense really low, so you've got to be careful when you use them, because yeah, you'll get owned really badly if you try using them on a wave with multiple different guys doing different attack styles. And then there are the restoration crystals, which heal your health, prayer, and summoning levels back to max, which is useful but nothing all that incredible. The last general tip is to trap monsters. There are a lot of different ways to do it. There are little walls all around the arena which you can trap guys on. Unless it's a taller rock wall, it won't stop guys from maging over it, so you've got to be careful when you do it. I'm going to be showing you a few spots to trap the Jads and the other monsters in the next few clips. So just keep an eye out for spots to trap monsters in other waves, and you can always use the little 2x1 rock in the center because that's always there. The other rocks aren't always there. The arena changes as you get further on and it gets smaller, so it's harder to trap things. But anyway, this is the first wave that I'm going to talk about. Actually sort of two waves in one. I'm going to talk about waves 10 and 20 because they're pretty much equivalent. They both spawn one Jad. The thing is that the second one, wave 20, it spawns a level 400 mage as well. The good thing about fight kiln versus fight caves is that they always spawn in the same spot. They always spawn in the southwest corner, so if you just stand where I am in this clip and you wait for the Jad, you'll be fine. Because the mage, as you can see in the right hand side of the screen, that yellow dot there, that's the level 400, and he couldn't attack me because he was stuck all the way over on the other side of the arena. So yeah, once you trap them that way, it's easy enough just to kill one Jad and then go kill the level 300. This next clip, I actually didn't manage to get a good clip of it, but Yaoi here, I've got his channel link in the description as well as on the screen here. He does a great job of trapping them, and pretty much you just run south through them all to trap them south, and then you run north to trap them all on this little rock. Then you kill the level 400, and then you just kill all of the armadillos. And the thing with the armadillos is that they do an attack that's typeless, so it'll always hit you, and it'll always do about 350 damage. It's activated somewhat randomly when you're attacking them normally, but if you turn on melee protect, then they automatically do it, so do not turn on melee protect by any means. Like, no matter what, you do not melee protect on them. Not to mention, if you did it at the start, you'd go in by the level 400 anyway. But yeah, you break their shell with the pickaxe. You can use it in ads as well, and then mage them. Storm of Armadillo works very well on them. You can also use dread nips on them, which hit full health, and you don't have to worry about using a pickaxe to break their shell, which is very convenient. Wave 30 is pretty much like waves 10 and 20, except the arena looks a little different. Jad still spawns in the southwest corner, just the same. And I'm just showing a little trick here with the rock in the center. You can stand behind it and it'll trap him. It doesn't really matter on this wave though, because the only other things are the level 300 meleers, who don't hurt very much and are incredibly large, so they're very easy to trap. So yeah, I'm not going to show the rest of this kill because there's nothing really to it. Wave 34 is also not that hard. It's just another Jad, and there aren't even any other mages, so you don't really even have to trap stuff. I just trapped this meleer here just to kill it because I trapped the Jad. But yeah, it's a pretty easy wave. The next wave that's difficult is wave 35, and that is a level 400 mage along with Jad, and then a meleer and a little ranger. So you've got to trap either the level 400 mage or Jad. So I've got Jad trapped here, and as you can see, I'm on the small end of the rock, and that works just as well as being behind the two squares. So just trap them, kill one of them, either the mage or Jad, and then kill the other one. Wave 36 is definitely the best wave to use your invulnerability crystals on at the very start. The Jads always spawn in the same spot, so they spawn in the southwest and southeast corners. So you can trap them every time, which is fine, but it's two Jads, you're not really going to find a better time to use your invulnerability crystals. So yeah, you see I've got them trapped here, and they're doing their little funny animations. And you can attack them one by one. I prefer meleeing, so you just stand on the north side of the rock and then kill the Jads one at a time once they're trapped. Not much to it, just two Jads. So yeah, invulnerability crystals are really good here. I also, as you can see in the video, I'm using a Constitution crystal, which is why my health is around 2,000. I was going to say 9,000, but no, not quite yet. So yeah, they die pretty quick this way. Now that you've made it to wave 37, you're pretty much in the home stretch. You can't really get KO'd at this one because there's nothing that hits very high. It's more of a tank test than anything else. So generally I use Mage Protect, and when the head pops out, just mage it with Storm of Armadillo. For some reason, Storm of Armadillo seems to hit incredibly well on it, better than anything else. I tried using Polypore, but that didn't really work. The only real tip I can give you for this one is to use Magic Crystal, so your magic level is boosted and you hit a lot more. And also watch for where the head is facing, because that's where it will appear next. As far as I can tell, killing the tentacles doesn't do anything at all. So yeah, just Magic Crystal, keep yourself healed, and mage the head. It's really a pretty quick fight if you use the Magic Crystal, because yeah, you hit quite a lot of damage with magic. I have heard that using Range Protect and then wearing Gendermic is better here, but I haven't tested it myself, so I'm not 100% positive on that. But it's not very hard either way, as long as you're using the Magic Crystal and using Storm of Armadillo on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see, I had quite a lot of supplies left over from this run. I was using normal potions, well, normal brews anyway. I brought a few flasks just as backup, but yeah, it's not that hard. If you can do fight caves and you're decent at doing Jad, then you shouldn't have all that much trouble with the fight kiln. So I hope you guys found this guide somewhat useful, and if you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, although I don't think I'll be able to answer the if I have XYZ stats and gear, could I do fight kiln, because chances are it depends more on your skills with killing Jad and getting stuff into safe spots than it does with your actual gear, although having a yak and overloads and turmoil will definitely help. Also, check in the description for a link to the RS Wiki page, which gives a list of all the waves in the fight kiln, which is quite useful when you're looking at what you want to pray for the next wave and what gear you want to use, just so you don't get surprised. If any new methods or guides come out that outdate this one, then I'll put the links in the respective sections in this guide, and I'll also link right here on the screen as well as in the description to the new methods. So if you're looking at this far after it was released, take a look at those maybe. And yeah, thanks for watching.